move on to react to Chelsea's 1-1 draw with Arsenal. Me back to talking about soccer on the GSMC Dead Ball Sports podcast. But as far as Chelsea Arsenal, look, it was I gotta say, not the most entertaining game. Not that I expected the most entertaining game entering this one. We know Arsenal, they have their challenges so far this season, and it was very, very important that they got, that they needed to win this game, but it was very important that, they get whatever result that they can get. So I didn't see them leaving themselves too vulnerable in terms of space, in terms of them attacking Chelsea. And Chelsea, is a team still growing in confidence, still growing as a unit, have had a really good start to the season. But to think that they were just gonna, completely rampage over Arsenal would have been a little bit immature and irresponsible. But overall, though, I thought it was an even game. You look at the statistics, basically 50-50% possession. Arsenal just edged it out 51% there. Chelsea had more shots, 17-13, but same amount of shots on target. I thought both teams had their periods where they were more dominant, where they were more of the protagonists, that they were going after the game more. I thought both teams had their moments. But overall, I thought both teams just didn't do enough to earn the 3 points. I thought a point for both teams was very much deserved. I don't think any team was better than the other. Maybe you wanted to go and give Chelsea just a slight edge. But yeah, I definitely think it was even. And obviously I think, in my opinion, it's a really poor result for Arsenal because, Chelsea don't have expectations to win the Premier League this season. Arsenal do, and they've already found themselves 9 points, 9 points adrift of Liverpool, who are sitting top. Through 11 games, 9 points adrift. Through 11 games, they've dropped points in more games than they've gotten 3 points. That's not a title contending team. 9-point gap with only 11 games played. That's not a title contending team. They've only scored 18 goals this season and they conceded 12. Their goal differential 6 through 11 games. That's not a title contending team. They're sitting 4th place. Not a title contending team. Yes, they're only 4 points behind Manchester City, but City are going through their worst period ever under Pep Guardiola with 4 straight defeats. I believe 2 of those fixtures came in the Premier League. The other came in the AFL Cup. But 2 straight defeats in the Premier League, 4 straight defeats in all competitions. City find themselves in a very vulnerable position, and even they find themselves 5 points adrift of Liverpool. I'd be concerned if I'm an Arsenal fan. Now, the thing is, you did get Martin Odegaard back, and by the way, as I've been saying over and over again, he is literally the only creative player that Arsenal had. And who's the one that came up with the goal? Who's the one that came up with the moment to get that opening goal with Martinelli? It was Odegaard playing a lovely ball off his left foot, playing it into Martinelli's path. Martinelli, nice, tidy finish. Really bad goalkeeping, in my opinion, Robert Sanchez. How do you get beat on your near post from there is beyond me. You gotta close off that gap. But I know what Robert Sanchez is and what he's not. Colwell is also bad defending, playing him on side, not being level with the line. 2 mistakes allows Martinelli in. And then the big man, Pedro Neto, scoring his first Premier League goal, and what a fashion, on his left foot. Nobody closing him down. Too big of a gap between the midfield and the defense. Nobody tracking Pedro Neto on the run he makes. Some people are blaming Martinelli. Some people are blaming Havertz. Seems like Martinelli came from Martinelli's zone, but Kai Havertz was in that zone as well as Pedro Neto pushed inside to make a play on the ball. None of those players tracked the run of Pedro Neto. Neto find himself a little bit on the verge of the edge of the box, on his left foot, into the corner. Beautiful finish. Raya, no chance. 1-1. And it deserved the goal because I didn't think Arsenal deserved deserved the 3 points in that game. 1-1, and yeah, fair result. And for Chelsea, I think they've had this game really proved the way that they were able to play against Arsenal. It's just really surprised me how Chelsea have improved in such a short manner. I thought this was a good account. Made a good accounting of themselves, and I'm very, very impressed. I do want to address Mikel Arteta's nonsense comments after the game, talking about this Chelsea game, and I don't know what the hell he's trying to say, honestly, but yeah. So basically, after the game, Mikel Arteta, actually, let me pull up the exact quote because I don't want to misquote him, but it was a very arrogant comment and acting like they were able to they were as if like they dominated Chelsea, and it was really it was really it was really weird. It was really weird. He went on to slam his team as well, talking about their performance. But yeah, I'm having a difficulty finding the comment that he made. But yeah, look, it's very disappointing for Arsenal. The standards are not good enough. The standards are not good enough. They're not creating enough opportunities, and then defensively, they're making some key mistakes in bad moments, and they're not able to score the ridiculous amount of goals that they scored last season to compound these certain mistakes that they're making defensively. And yeah, if you're an Arsenal fan, you can't be nothing but extremely frustrated. And a lot of people are saying that that this international break coming at the right time. Well, you're 9 points. You're 9 points away from Liverpool. I mean, I think to say it came at the right time is crazy. It came, it's a lifeline. And can Arsenal take advantage of this lifeline? Well, it's a gap that they have to make up, and I don't know. I think with the way City has been recently, I thought this was Arsenal's moment to get a really big lead on Manchester City. But forget getting a lead, they're still behind City, and they're way behind Liverpool. And then Arteta with his comments after the game, discussing Chelsea's performance, is just it's just weird to me. He had some not ignorant, but arrogant comments. He had some arrogant comments before the game, saying if we play on Sunday, we will win. If we play this way on Sunday, we will win at Stamford Bridge. Then after the game, he said we dominated the game. What game is he watching? What game was he watching? If anything, I thought Chelsea were slightly the better team. And if you want to say Arsenal were slightly better, okay. But to say that they were dominant is crazy. Now, they had that massive, massive chance at the end. I thought, I was so shocked that didn't enter the back of the net. That they had that opportunity at the end. But apart from that, the last few minutes they went after it. Apart from that, they didn't create enough. They were toothless, So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Mikel Arteta's talking about.